completely different to anything that I've been a part of before. Being the first Commonwealth Games for wheelchair basketball, and especially for 3-on-3, and other tournaments haven't really stacked up to it, I guess. We were there pretty early for the opening ceremony, and we had a good week of training before we even got into games. So, preparation was good going in, and it was just pretty cool. They said to us, you're going to be at the front. We're like, okay, cool. We'll be at the front roundabouts behind everyone else. And then they said, no, you're going to be behind the flag bearers. And we're like, wow. Just sitting there with the team, kind of just in our rows, just waiting to go out and hearing the crowd and everything that was happening. It was pretty surreal, and definitely a moment I'll remember for a long time. That was probably one of the cooler things that happened. Other tournaments, you don't really have that because Paralympics and Olympics are split, so you don't really have that time to get to know each other and learn about each other in the game and all that kind of stuff. So, the 4 teams, men and women, wheelchair basketball and able-bodied, we all got around each other and got to each other's games and in each other's corners in the crowd. So it was definitely something pretty special. I think moving forward, that we can continue to do, hopefully, because you don't get to do it a lot, and some of those guys have never seen wheelchair basketball before and just blown away by it. So for them to get around us and for us to be able to get around them was pretty special. I mean, you only get 10 minutes to win, or it's first to 21, so the game is over like that. So either you've got to get off to a good start, or like we did, get yourself into a hole and try and work your way out of it. It's nothing like I've ever played before, and usually you get a quarter or two to get over a mistake or whatever's happening. But in that short amount of time, you have nothing, and we don't have a coach on the sideline with us telling us what to do or what they can see. They have to stay in the stands, and they can't interact with us, and we can't interact with them during the game. So we kind of just got to learn on the fly, and it's the 4 players out there got to make the decision and work together, and that's what we did. The beauty with our team is everyone can shoot the ball, and when we're open, we just said we have to shoot it. If you get down to the last couple of seconds, it's either going to be a long heave from either halfway line or somewhere you don't want to be on the court. So going into it, our coach kind of told us, we've got to back ourselves and take the first shot if it's open. That's why we're there. That's why we got selected. So it's definitely different, definitely quick, and you can't be afraid to shoot the ball. Midway through the game, I think we were down 5, and I just remember we had a timeout, and there's only 3 or 4 minutes left or so, and we just got to play good D and make sure that we get good shots. And by the time we evened it up, and it kind of seemed a bit surreal, and going into the last couple of seconds of the game, I think they hit a basket to make it go even, and we had to go to overtime. So it's only first to 2 points, so it's not, you don't have to be up 2 or anything like that. It's just first to 2, and they got their first shot under the basket. It was pretty easy, to be honest with you. And like you said, those shots you got to take when you're open, and Lachlan stepped up and did that. And it'll probably go down in history for the Commonwealth Games. Just one of those moments in time. And I think I'm still buzzing after that game. It was a massive shot, and I think you can see on the footage I get pretty hyped afterwards, and everyone got around him, and I think everyone in Australia got around him, which was awesome. So. Lachie hasn't had a lot of opportunities to play for Australia in different tournaments, and he took this one by the scruff of the neck, and he stepped up big time. We couldn't take any game for granted, that's for sure, and we beat them in our pool game, in our first game of the tournament, and we only beat them by 2 on that one as well. So we knew they weren't going to be easy. They only had 3 players. They had 1 guy out with injury, so they had to dig deep and try and claw away from us. And in the back of their head, they knew that they already lost to us in the tournament, so that was in their mind. But we never thought we had it beat until the buzzer went off at the end. They had a shot to level it up to go on the OT, so it didn't sink in until the buzzer went off, and it was all very, very surreal. It went through my mind a couple of times, like, we're the first 4 guys to ever do that. They Commonwealth Games, and we'll go down in history as that team that went in and won gold for the first time. So definitely a very proud moment, and definitely cool that it was broadcasted back to Australia, and and pretty high quality, and everyone got behind us at home, and yeah, very special. Oh, very proud. I remember the first time that I even just played for the Roller Hawks. He was very proud, and excitement was through the roof. And I knew, like, every weekend that we were playing at home, he was going to be there cheering me on, and he's always the loudest and proudest there. And yeah, he was definitely with me over in Birmingham cheering us on, and yeah, he would have definitely been very, very proud.